Signor della Cruz, mi aiuti a seguire i miei sogni. Oh. Dante, aspettami! Devi starmi vicino, bello. Non sappiamo dove ci troviamo.
Dias de los Muertos is a festivity in which people can remember loved ones. Instead, I feel that your movies talks about mainly letting go the loved ones, about say goodbye. It's a film about saying goodbye. How can we let go and say goodbye and go on with our lives?
Well, it's actually not about letting go and saying goodbye. It's about the opposite of that. I think a lot of people, their relationship with loved ones and losing loved ones is about saying goodbye and letting go. But what really inspired us is that in the Mexican culture and in the celebration of Dia de Muertos, it's about never letting go. It's about an obligation to hold on and to always remember and to pass stories along. The worst possible thing would be to let go and say goodbye. We want to always remember and hold our loved ones close in our hearts.
So we can't.
Okay. Well, based on how Dia de Muertos is celebrated, we shouldn't.
We should, yeah. But I mean, maybe in the way of you never really have to let go. I think that maybe that's where you're coming from. That we stay together no matter what. We transcend space and time, and so that is a beautiful part of this holiday, and hopefully a beautiful part of our movie.
Speaking about memory, do you make movies because in this way you can cheat death? Because many years from now you will be remembered for your movies, for your heart.
Well, I can't cheat death, certainly. But I don't know. We're very proud to tell stories and make movies that will live on long after we're gone. It's very rewarding to bring something into the world that hopefully people will be looking at 10, 20, 50 years into the future.
We try to make the movies without too many or very few pop cultural references. We try to make them very classic so that hopefully they will still be very relevant and timeless.
In this movie, pursuing our dreams is a really important part. So how can we pursue our dreams when even our family doesn't support us? It's very difficult, I think.
It is difficult, and that's the dilemma that our main character, Miguel, faces. He has dreams of being a musician, but his family doesn't support him at all. But his family loves him, and everything that they do for him is trying to protect him, and it is based in love. And that would be a hard position to be in, right? To have a love and for something and have a passion, but feel that you don't have the support of your family, but you still love your family. So that's messy. And we liked that it wasn't a simple black or white problem for Miguel, that there are no easy answers. Like, I can't tell you the answer to that question. I don't know how you have both, other than, trying to I don't know, convince your family that that following your passion is important, and just hope that they love you so much that they want to support you.
Yeah, I mean, you just never give up. You just, you hope that as an artist, if you're following your passion, it's a long journey. It's a long journey to be an artist. It's never an easy road. It's never a straight road. And so, and if our families just love us and they try to protect us, and they don't, so you have to keep trying to hope to get them to understand where we're coming from as artists.
With Coco, I cried a lot, like a baby, like in years. I didn't cry so much. I want to know which is the movie that when you see when you see it, you can stop and you have to cry. You always cry.
Good question.
I don't know that there's any movie that makes me cry repeatedly, like every time I see it, but there have been a few movies that have made me cry.
One of them for me is Field of Dreams. I see boys and their sons connecting. That always moves me.
there was a movie directed by Terrence Malick called The Tree of Life that made me cry quite a bit. I found it very emotional.
Great choice. Yes. Speaking about memory again, in this movie, the role of grandparents is really important because they are our memories. They tell us stories when we are little. So I want to know, did you have a nice relationship with grandparents, and you feel that we have to respect them and spend much time with them?
Absolutely. I think it's really important to spend time not only with grandparents but any older relatives, and hear their stories and get to know them as people, so that you can pass those stories along to your children and future generations. I only had one grandparent. 3 of my grandparents died before I was born, but I had a grandmother who I was very, very close to, and I think about her all the time in my work.
Yeah, I had a wonderful grandmother, and when you have a grandparent that you're close to, there's no other relationship like that, where the bond is so amazing and so important, I think. And so, yeah, I think it's inspirational, and it's you would never want our grandparents to be forgotten.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Che cosa fai?
Cammino come uno scheletro.
No, gli scheletri non camminano così.
Tu cammini così.
Non è vero. Smettila!